Forgive me for this yapping session, but I want to talk about intentionally avoiding your dreams or purpose in life, because this is something I've been struggling with for years, and if you are watching this, you might have too. We all have that one dream swirling in the back of our minds, a big goal we want to achieve, but have trouble working towards because of how impossible it seems. We desperately try to search for shortcuts, life hacks to jumpstart the process, binge watch YouTube tutorials, scroll through Reddit, what have you. I have found that this is actually procrastination, but we gaslight ourselves into thinking that we are just collecting info and doing research to prepare, thus being productive. Except you will never feel prepared enough. Now don't misunderstand me. Research is very important, but after a certain point, the only thing missing is actually doing the thing. I usually trap myself in this analysis paralysis loop and end up doing nothing and then cry inside that my life is going nowhere. I know this is hard, but you can absolutely wake up from it. It's always the start that's scary because that's when the doubt starts crawling in. And everywhere, anywhere in between, but yeah.
Chasing dreams is a waste of time. How dare you pursue creative interests when XYZ is happening in the world? Just get a real job. Why waste your time with this when you could do something more productive?
And then we become overwhelmed and do the least productive thing in the form of doom scrolling through social media and see the dumbest arguments in the entire world on Twitter. Maybe that's why they are calling it X now, because the best course of action is to close it by tapping the X on the browser window. Anyway, I've constantly found myself choosing the safest options throughout my life, and I still ended up feeling miserable. And while I don't advocate for throwing away the life you currently have for wild dreams, you do only get one life, as far as we know, so work towards them, even if just 1 minute a day. As uncomfortable as it may be, I started choosing not so comfortable routes when they presented themselves. For example, there was this manga competition last year, which I have found being advertised on social media. Since one of my main goals is to create a manga series, I immediately had this panic-like reaction, and that's how I knew I had to participate in it, even though I didn't have the skills for it yet. And what do you know? I didn't win. Obviously, let's be realistic, I've never done this before. But I did learn a lot from it, and that wouldn't have happened if I skipped it. Maybe I'll make a video about that too if you're interested. I honestly hate when people say, just do it. Because, well, they are right. And you're going to hate me as well, because just do it, guys. Do the things that interest you in the best way you can. Yes, our circumstances differ. We might not have the same amount of free time, the same amount of skills. But if you truly love and are interested in something, you will make time for it. I have seen a lot of pro AI people claiming that they are interested in art, but it takes years to master art and they just don't want to spend so much time on it. But then they also tell people to just wait another 5 years, my man, until AI gets good. And I'm like, bruh, those 5 years are more than enough to learn how to draw decently. But no, they would rather spend 5 years doing nothing, just so they can avoid any inconvenience or discomfort. But that's just because they, like all of us, are afraid of failing, which is rather ironic because you learn more from mistakes than victories. Of course, knowing this won't make it any less harder than it is, but I promise it's easier if you get off your own back and just let yourself do the thing that's needed. Let me show you how my character, which is also my avatar, looked like from 2017. And now look at him from 2024. I think the difference is quite noticeable, and just so you know, I wasn't drawing every day. Hell, I even went for a hiatus for a year or two. Back then I didn't know I could get to this level. I just trusted the process, however slow it might have been, and it was worth it for me. So yeah, hate it or love it, but you just have to do it. You will never feel prepared no matter how much research you do. You have to take a leap of faith. Damn, I should watch Into the Spider-Verse again at some point. But yeah, Doing what you are afraid of is what bravery is, so just be brave. Do what you love, in the pace you can. And you know what? Why don't you share with me what your dream or life goal is? Write it down in the comments and I promise I will read it and give it a little heart as encouragement or emotional support. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna work on my art and a video about one of my childhood favorite games, a platformer. I've just realized that this might be the first furry platformer type game. Life is funny. Bye bye.